There are two ways to study universe, to study science, to study physics, mathematics, and all the sub branches of in these sub subjects. There are two ways, or most best if I say, there are two ways we can live in life. But with science we can relate much more easier. That there are two ways we can see the science. There are two ways with which we can understand the universe, and these ways are that when we find something new, when we find something that we even didn't ever study, when we study something that we never thought about, that we can be excited about that, or we can be egoistic about ourselves and ignore the thing. We can also become like that when we see something fresh and we are too old in our mental emotions that we don't want to be excited about anything. So there are only two ways to study everything in the universe, or study everything in physics, mathematics, or in everything. Like this topic, relativity. The way we are looking and the way we are seeing and understanding space and time with relativity, we never thought about that in that perspective and in that way, that space time can be like that. We never thought about that. So relativity is totally change our way of seeing the universe and space time as we are seeing before. So we can be excited about that, we can be creative about that, and we can learn from that thing, that for everything in the universe we can have a creative mindset. That maybe we are seeing something like something, but we can see it totally with different perspective and totally with different eyes as we are seeing now. Like we study different phenomena in space time, like we understand with the speed is equal to space upon time, so speed is constant, so maybe the relative factor, space and time, how can it constant? Because the time is always changing, and we understand at the fact maybe space is changing itself. So we came to this huge understanding from that the basic formula is equal to speed is equal to space upon time. So that are the ways to understanding the universe, or to understanding the physics or mathematics, or understanding the universe. That when we find something new, we become curious about that, we become creative about that, and we become excited about that. So these are the two only ways, that either we are excited, creative and curious, or either we are just egoistic about ourselves, that there is nothing interesting in the universe. Like we understand there are time manufacture, like time dilation, we understand these facts. And now understand it with one more example, that is twin paradox. What is twin paradox? See, suppose let's take, there are two twins, okay, they are best brother and sister in the universe, they are two twins, okay, and I'm saying to you, you all know that na who you are, I'm saying to you directly, my friend, that there are two best brother and sister in the universe, and they just want to do an experiment. They just want to do experiment, that they want to see that, because they both are very excited for science. So what they plan experiment, someone will go on the rocket in the space, and one will stay on the ground, and they want to see what will be the effect of their age when someone will go in the space and come back after several years, and one will stay on the earth at that year. Okay, so they want to conduct an experiment. So we all know that. So when the person, because I'm not going to who went to, because I don't want to give any name, so I don't want anyone. So suppose a person went into this space, and live some years in this space, and the person is on the earth, is live somewhere there. So when the person is returned on the earth, so he or she, so they say that there are difference in their age. So when we ask with them, so what do you think, what is the cause that the person in this space which comes after several years is young, and the person is in earth is old? What is that reason? So they said that the reason is because the person is the space in motion. So because he is the motion, the time runs slow for the person in this space. Okay, but the person in this space is saying that I am in constant, I am in rest, and the person on the earth is in motion. So how can we say that? So like, you know, here we have to redefine the definition of the body in the rest. Like what we think as the, if we are saying that something is rest, like if like there is a table and I put my black coffee cup on that table, so we are saying that it is in rest. Yes, it is in rest. But what are the ways, what are the another ways we can say that the object is in rest? What are the other ways? There are several ways. Like if something is in constant motion, if something is in constant motion and it is running in the same direction, it's not even changing its direction. So if something is running in the same direction with same constant velocity, then we can say it is in rest. It is a too strange example, but it is fact. And if something is changing, even if something is changing its, you know, direction, so because if something is changing its direction, it can't be possible that its velocity is same, because when we are changing the something direction, like if we are driving, if you can understand it, driving car or driving bikes or we driving bicycle, when we are driving and when we are taking turn, so the turn, what in the turn some velocity get reduced by the turn and we take the turn, sometimes bike gets slide, but some velocity is reduced, some velocity will kind of consume, absorbed by this turn. So if something is turning, if something changing its direction, so its velocity decrease, and when it's move in the direction, it can accelerate. Okay, so if something is changing its direction, its velocity is not constant, but if something is running in the same direction with same velocity, then we can say it is rest. So the person on the floor is saying that it was, the person in this space was in rest. So the twin paradox, the paradox is here is that who is right, you know? What do you think? Because the person on the floor is saying that the person in the space, he's saying that the person on the earth is saying that I am in rest, and the person in the space is saying that I am in rest. So who is in rest? We can say that the person in the earth is in rest because the person in the space, which is going by rocket, is not in rest because the person in this space is changing direction. Because when something is going up and if something is going down, it has to change direction. It has to change direction now. How can it possible that if someone is going and if it has to come on the same path, it must have to change direction. So it's changing direction, and what is changing in direction, and we can understand that the person is coming, the person is going and the person is coming. It's changing in direction and it is in the motion. And because it is in the motion, and we all know that time runs slow for the object, for the body which is in motion, so we can understand that the person in the space which will be younger after several years which it comes to the earth. We can calculate that how many years it will be younger, by how many time it will rain. There are many factors, but eventually we can say that the person which go in the earth, out of the earth in this space, will be stay younger than the person on the earth. Okay, and by the way, these brother and sister are the best brother and sister in the universe. Okay, and I'm saying both of you both are, you are. Okay, thank you so much everyone.